Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture. Today we are going to discuss about the queuing theory. Coming to the class, define queuing model or queuing theory. It is also called as waiting line or waiting line theory. Okay, coming to the queuing theory is a mathematical study of waiting lines. It is also called as queues that enables mathematical analysis of several related processes, including arriving at the queue, waiting in the queue, and being served by the service channels at the front of the queue. It means, queuing theory means, when we are visiting the stations, suppose when we are going to the market, or when we are going to the cinema hall, or when we are going to the service centers, vehicle service centers, there a little queue is there. Queue means before us some people are waiting for the service. Okay, that is called as a queuing model or queuing theory. Here the queuing models are classified into different ways based on the service, based on the queue. Okay. Here coming to the traffic intensity. Here the term used in queuing theory. The traffic intensity, it is denoted by lambda by mu. The ratio of lambda by mu is called as the traffic intensity. It is also called as the utilization factor, and it determines the degree to which the capacity of service station of utilization. It means it is denoted by rho is equal to mean rate of arrival in the queue, lambda by mean service rate mu. Okay, mean service rate mu. Next one, coming to the terms used in queuing model, these are also called as the types of queues. Okay, these are classified into three types. One is balking, ranging, jockeying. These are very important. Coming to the balking, if a customer decide not to enter the queue since it is too long, is called balking. If suppose for example, if we go for a movie, there we are waiting for tickets and we are seeing the queue about the ticket counter. Okay, then we are seeing something and we are not joining in the queue and we are not taking any decision to join in the queue. Okay, simply we are moving out from the queue to another. That is called as balking. Okay, means if a customer decides not to enter the queue since it is too long, is called as balking. Why we are going out, why we are moving to another queue, we are thinking about the queue, their very big length is there. Okay, now coming to the arranging. Okay, arranging. Here if a customer enters the queue but after some time loses his patience and he leaves from the queue, that is called as arranging. Okay, then we are going to the another queue and we are waiting 5 minutes or 10 minutes for the service. Then the line was moving slowly, so simply we are come out from that line and again we are going to join another chain, that is called as another line, that is called as arranging. Okay, we seen this in our bank system. Okay, in that bank we are waiting for the service. Sometime after our besides line will moving quickly, then we are going to join the queue. Then we are moving to join the queue. Okay, that is called as arranging. Next, jockeying. When there are two or more parallel queues and the customers are moved from one queue to another, is called as jockeying. Here the customer is moving from one queue to another queue. He is jumping from one queue to another queue. Like that, continuously is moving from one queue to another queue. That is called as jockeying. Okay. Next, coming to the what is the waiting time and ideal time. Here the queuing theory, we have to know the what is ideal time and what is waiting time. The cost of waiting customers include either the indirect cost of lost business or direct cost of ideal equipment and persons. Okay, the cost of ideal service facilities is the payment to be made to the server of the period for which they remain ideal. Here the waiting time means the customer, for example, if we take the service station, vehicle service station, when we are going there, for service. Then we are giving the vehicle to the service provider. It means we are giving to the technician. He is waiting sometime and he filled the form and he said, sir, your waiting time is so and so. We are giving back your vehicle after 1 hour or after 2 hours or after 1 day. Like that they are giving. There we are going to calculate the ideal time, how much time we are waiting there and how much patience, how much time we lost, and as well as if we are suppose if we are waiting there at 1 day means we are going to lose our daily activities. Based on the daily activities as well as based on the vehicle needy, we are going to calculate the waiting time. Based on the service also we are going to calculate that. Next, coming to the what is transient and steady state of the system. Okay, here in this queuing analysis, it involves the system behavior over time. If the operating characteristics vary with the time, then it is said to be transient state of the system. Here the operating characteristics is vary with the time. Okay. Here the service is completely depends on the time factor. Okay, based on the time factor only the servicer will provide the service. Next, if the behavior becomes independent of its initial conditions, okay, and of the elapsed time is called as steady state condition of the time. Here, number of customers in the system, arrival of the customers and providing and the service providing, those are called as the steady state conditions of the system. Next, coming to the applications of queuing model. Here, the queuing model is applied into various destinations and various sources. Then coming to the first one, it is very important thing where customers are involved, such as restaurants. In restaurants, we go for eating. We go for eat the tiffins or foods we are going to eat. There we have the large queues, and cave for drinking purpose. We went for caves, and supermarket, airports. There we can see the queues. Okay, here this queuing theory is very useful to any manufacturing units when we are assigning the jobs to the machines. Okay, the queuing theory is very important. Next, applicable for the problems of machine breakdown and repairs. When in a manufacturing unit, sometimes the machines are failed and some breakdowns will happen. At the time, we are going to use the queuing model, and we are going to calculate the process time as well as we are going to calculate the idle time. Based on that, we are going to assign the new jobs to the new works to the job. Okay, next, applicable for the scheduling of jobs in production control. Just we discussed. Okay, if suppose if we have the n number of machines, then we are coming to the jobs, m jobs is there. We are going to assign the jobs into missions equal manner based on the queuing theory. Next, applicable for the minimization of traffic congestions at toll booth. Here we have the toll plazas. In the toll plazas, the vehicles are continuously moving to the toll plaza. Okay, there also we are using queuing model to collect the toll as well as to clear the traffic intensity. Next, provide solutions of inventory control problems. Here, coming to the business problems, we are going to we are going to calculate the investments, and we are going to get the profits as a good manner. Okay. Next, coming to the characteristics of queuing theory. These are very important characteristics in a queuing theory. First one is the service center, service channel. These are the phenomena of queuing theory. Next, it constitutes customers queue service channel. Okay, coming to the diagram. Here, customers are arriving from this. These are all customers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, total 5 customers are there in that queue. Next, coming to the service facility. Here we have 3 workstations. 1, 2, 3. These are the workstations. Okay. For example, if we take the bank, the customers are coming to the queue. Then they are going to approach the various service stations. If suppose here they are giving the banking information, here they are giving the borrowing, and here they are collecting the deposits. Like that, we have various service stations. The customers enters into the bank and they divided to take the service based on their need. Okay, this is called as the service facility, and this customer's queue is called as the waiting line. Okay, next after service, the customers leave from the station. That is called as the customers leaving. Okay, and this total process is called as the system. Okay, here important terms are customer arriving, a waiting line, service facility, customers leaving. These are all called as system. Okay. Next, elements of queuing system. Here we have different elements. Next, elements of queuing models. First one is arrival distribution, service distribution, service channel, service discipline, maximum number of customers allowed, calling source, customers behavior. Okay, here suppose we are coming to the bank system, arrival distribution. The arrivals arrives the bank and they distribute based on the service station. If suppose some X wants to deposit money into his account, so simply go for deposit service station. Next, some Y will come and he want to collect money from that from his bank, or he is going to withdraw money from his account. So simply he went for borrowing station. Okay, then another customer, he want to know for balance inquiry, or he want to get ATM. So simply he went for that service station. Like that we are going to arrival distribution. Arrival means entered customer queue. Okay, then service distribution based on the service. Here the arrivals are coming based on the needy. For the needy, we are going to distribute the service stations. Okay, like X service station, Y service station, Z service station. Then arrivals are joined to required services to required service station. Okay. Otherwise, another example, petrol bunks. The vehicles came to the petrol bunk. These are the arrival distribution, and they are went for if suppose bike means they went to fill the petrol, and if suppose car means they are going to take the diesel. Like that, the distribution, the service will be distributed. Next, service channel. Here, service channel means we have single channel service, multi-service, like that. Service discipline. Okay. Service discipline is there. Service discipline means we are going to give the service in the infinity factor or finite, like that we have. Based on the model, we are going to give the service. Next, maximum number of customers allowed. Okay. Based on the service intensity factor, based on the service provider capability, we are going to allocate the customers to that service station. Next, calling source. Sometimes some places we have the heavy traffic intensity or high customer arrival rate is there. At that time we are giving the token system. We are following the token system. Then simply we are going to call them based on the token. Okay. Next, customers behavior. Just we discussed about the customers behavior, like balking, joking, ranging, like that. Okay, the customers having different mood mindsets. Based on that mindset, we are also considering that mindset also. Those are all coming under models of queuing theory. Okay. Next, operating characteristics. Here, coming to the operating characteristics of queuing model. Okay. Here, first queue length. First, we have to calculate the queue length. Then we are going to calculate the system length. System length means total. What is the system? It comes arrival rate as well as queue length or waiting line, service provider, customers leaving. After getting the service, the customers leave from the queue. That is also coming under system length. Next, waiting time in the queue. Okay, before he getting service, how much time he waits in the queue. That is also we have to calculate. Next, total time in the system. After getting the service, the customers leaves the service station. So, how much time he waited in the queue and how much time he taken for the service. Like that, we have to those are all we calculated in this total time in the system. Next, utilization factor. Okay, utilization factor means how the customer satisfies and how the customer get the service. Like that, we are going to calculate here utilization factor. How the customer utilize the services. Okay. Next, coming to the assumptions in queuing model. Okay, here coming to the assumptions. Here we have many assumptions in that the customers arrive for service at a single service facility. At random according to Poisson distribution with mean arrival rate lambda. It means, for example, if we take the ATM, if suppose we have the less population, means they fix one ATM at that town. Okay, there the customers are continuously coming and they get the service. Like means here we have only one server, that is single service. Okay. Next, the service time has exponential distribution with mean service rate. Here it will come under service rate. It means when the customer is entered to the service station, then when he get the service, those are all coming under the service rate. Next, the service discipline followed is first come first serve. Okay, every queuing model is gives the discipline. The service discipline is they followed by first come first serve. Okay, when the customer will enter to the queue, based on the term lead, we are going to provide the service. Okay. Next, customer behavior is normal. Okay, customer behavior is normal. If suppose the customer having the different behaviors like ranging, blanking, jogging, that time we are the service provider feels some difficulty to provide service to them. Okay. Next, service facility behavioral is normal. If suppose the service provider having some different mindset, different kinds of thoughts they have, means the customer will never satisfy. So there the service providers get many complaints. Next, the calling source has infinite size. Okay. When we have the more number of customers arrival rate, they are giving the calling sources. For example, if we go for mobile service stations, in that mobile service stations they collect the mobile at one day and they give some token systems, and then after they call that based on the token system. Okay, the mean arrival rate is less than the mean service rate. Okay, here the mean arrival rate, if suppose number of customers is arrived to based on the number of services, if it exceeds, we have difficulty to provide the service. Okay. Next, the waiting space available for customers in the queue is infinite. If suppose we are providing service at one place, means if suppose the customers and number of customers will enter to that place, it is difficult to handle without spacing. So that's the reason we have to maintain some sufficient space to waiting the customers at a queue or waiting the customers for the service. Okay, these are all the assumptions in your queuing model. Based on these assumptions, we are going to calculate the best model or best service rates or arrival rates. Okay, next, coming to the limitations. Here, the waiting space for the customer is usually limited. Some systems will have the limited space because they have many sources, many reasons to maintain that limited source. That's the reason there is difficulty to provide a number of services for the customers. So there we provide only limited services to the customers. Next, the arrival rate may be state dependent. Okay, arrival rate is based on, it will depends based on the previous service providing credibilities, and based on the previous customers feedbacks, and based on the quality of the service. Those are all coming under this. Next, the arrival process may not be stationary. Okay, it is not a stationary process. Continuously the arrivals are coming and they get the service. Next, the population of customers may not be infinite, and the queuing display may not be first come first serve. Sometimes we have to provide the service with based on the needy. If suppose some customers come under first they came to the service station at first, and some customers they came to the service station at next, Then sometimes for the who came late, they will get the service because based on this need, they are going to get the service. The services may not be rendered continuously. Okay. Next, the queuing system may not have reached the steady state. It may be in transit state. Okay. Next, queuing models calculated. Here we are going to calculate the queuing models. Here we use some techniques. Those are all average number of customers in the system. Here we have to calculate average number of customers in the system waiting and being served. Next, average number of customers waiting in the line. Next, average number of customers spends their time to the service station. It means customer spends in the system waiting and being served. Next, average time a customer spends waiting in the waiting line or queue. Next, probability low customers in the system. Next, probability n customers in the system. Next, utilization rate, the proportion of the time system is in use. Based on this, we are going to calculate the queuing models. Okay. Next, coming to the examples of real old queuing systems. These are all the examples. First, coming to the commercial queuing systems. Here, the commercial queuing system means the commercial organization serving the external customers. For example, banks, ATMs, gas stations. Here, there is no steady queue. The queue rate will increase or the queue rate will be decreased, and the need also different needs are there. Okay. Next, transportation service system. Vehicles are customers or servers. Okay. Here, vehicles are the customers or servers. Suppose when we are going to the service stations for vehicle automobiles, their vehicle is the customer. And service provider, it means there are some technicians are there, they are called as the servers. Okay. Example, vehicles waiting at toll stations and traffic lights, trucks or ships waiting to be loaded, taxi cabs, fire engines, elevators, buses, etc. Next, business internal service system. Okay. Customers receiving services are internal to the organization providing the service. For example, inspection stations. Okay, after preparing the model or after developing the model, we send that product to the inspection station. There, some inspection team will will inspect that product, and they give the feedback about that product. Okay. Then convey or belts. When we are supplying the when we are supplying the parts or parts to the fabrication in the automobile industry, there we are using some conveyors and belts. Next, computer supports. Okay, these are all coming under this business internal service system. Next one is social service system. Here, social service system is judicial process, hospital, waiting lists for the organ transplants, student dorm rooms, etc. Here, coming to the judicial process. Here, in a judicial process, when the crime is recorded, after a few years or after a few days, after a few decades also, they didn't get a judgment, or sometimes they get judgment at a few days. Okay. Next, hospitals. When we are going to take the hospitality, there also we have to take the OP. Then based on that OP, they call for treatment. Next, waiting list for organ transplants. For example, if suppose someone met accident and they need some transplants, so they are waiting for another transplant for receiving the transplant from various sources. Okay. Next, components of a basic queuing process. These are the components of a basic queuing process. Next, first one, population of dirty cars. Population of dirty cars. Okay. Here we have the population. Next, we go for arrivals from the general population. Here we have n number of cars are there. From that, one car will enter to the arrival station, arrival for the general population. This is called as the arrival to the system. Next, in the system, what will happen? In the system, in the process, queuing is there, waiting line is there, then the service facility is there. When we are going to the service facility, first we have to enter, then exit. Okay, here the T cars are there. We are going to for preparing the wash station. For washing, we went for washing. Okay, then one by one enter to the queue. After it will enter to the car wash stations, then exit in the system. Okay, here the terms are arrivals to the system, in the system, exit the system. Coming to the arrival characteristics, size of the population. Here first we have to calculate the size of the population. Here what is the size of the population? Here total size of the population is 7. Next behavior of arrivals. Here we have different behaviors are there. Here we are going to consider the behaviors of the customers like jogging, balking, ranging. Those are all we have to consider. Those we have to consider here. Next, statistical distribution. Based on this arrival system, based on the first come first serve, we are going to send the vehicles to the service one by one. Okay. Next, coming to the in the system, waiting line characteristics. Here, limited versus unlimited queue displays. Here, this is a queue display. Next, service characteristics. Here, service characteristics means service design, statistical distribution of service. Here, service design means here in this image we see only one car is washed at a time. But sometimes here we can elaborate these service stations. At a time we are going to wash 2 or 3 cars like that. Okay, after the service after service the vehicle will enter to the road or will came out from the service station. Okay. Next, components of basic queuing process. Second, the calling population. Here, the population from which customer or job originates. Okay. Just we discussed about the tickers enter to the wash station. Okay. Next, the size can be finite or infinite. Okay. Here we don't know about the size. The cars will continuously came to the wash station. We don't know. At one day 10 cars will come. At another day 1 car will come. We don't know about the count. Okay. Next, can be homogeneous. Only one type of customers or job are heterogeneous. Here several different kinds of customers or jobs. Here we have two terms, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous means only one type of customers or jobs. Next, heterogeneous means several different kinds of customers or jobs. Okay. Next, the arrival process. Here the arrival process means determines how, when and where customer or job arrive to the system. Okay. Next, important characteristics is the customer or job inter-arrival times. Next, to correctly specify the arrival process requires data collection of inter-arrival times and statistical analysis. Here, when the customer is entered to the queue and when the customer is how much time the customer is waiting in the queue and when the customer is get the service. Those are all coming in this. Okay. Next, the queue configuration. Okay, it specifies the number of queues. Sometimes we have a single queue and sometimes we have the multiple queues. Okay, based on the workstations or based on the service stations, the queue size will vary. Next, their effort on customers' behavior. Okay, if suppose we are providing the good service means the constant queue will moving. Otherwise, walking and ranging. Okay, their maximum size. Okay, and distinction between infinite and finite capacity. Next, coming to the service mechanism. Okay, it can involve one or more service stations, service facility with one or more parallel service channels or servers. Okay. Next, the service provided by a server is characterized by its service time. It means a specification is required and typically involves data gathering and statistical analysis. Okay. Next, most analytical queuing models are based on the assumptions of exponentially distributed service time with some generalizations. Next, queue disciplines. Specifies the order by which jobs in the queue are being served. Next, most commonly used in principles is first in, first out. It means first come, first serve. Other rules are, for example, last in, first out, and some separate service providing and ETD. Those are there. Can ensure prioritization based on customer's type. Okay, based on the service type only, we decided this. Some customers they get the service first in first out order. Some customers they get the service based on last in first out order. Okay. Next, coming to the queuing system. Here already we discussed a customer C and he entered the queue here 1, 2, 3 and so on. N number of customers are there. Okay. Next, service facility. First is a customer entered the one service station. Like that, another service station. Here we have n number of service stations or 5 service stations we have. Some n number of service stations are there and n number of customers are there. Then after service he exits into the daily life. Okay. Next, a commonly seen queuing model. Here service time as well as inter-arrival times are assumed independent and independently distributed, identically distributed. If not otherwise specified, commonly used notations principles here we are using. Okay, this is called as A, B, C. We are going to denote the queuing model based on this. Here, for coming to the first letter, the inter-arrival time distribution. First letter is inter-arrival distribution. Then the second letter indicates the service time distribution. Then the third letter indicates the number of parallel servers. Okay, single servers or multiple servers. Here we denoted. Next, queue display, embarking, ranging, like that, jogging. Next, maximum number of allowed in the system. Here, how many number of customers we allow to the service. Okay. Next, size of the calling source. Here, we are taking the calling source. At a time, how many number of customers we call. Next, commonly used distribution. Here we are taking Markov analysis. It means exponential or Poisson distribution. Okay. Next, arrivals or departures distribution. Memory less. Next, deterministic distribution, general distribution. Example like this we are going to denote MC. Here M means first one arrival or departure distribution. Then second M means deterministic distribution. Then C means general distribution. Okay, next, queuing system with exponentially distributed service and inter-arrival times and C servers. Okay. Here first letter indicates the inter-arrival time distribution. Second letter indicates the service time. Third letter indicates the parallel servers. Okay, here we are taking the single queue. That means considered an M by M1. We are taking the example M by M1 queue with arrival rate lambda and service intensity mu. Here lambda is called as expected capacity demand per time unit and mu means expected capacity per unit. Here we are going to calculate the service factor. Rho is equal to capacity of demand lambda by available capacity mu. Okay. Then similarly, if there are C servers in parallel, that is an M by C. Here we calculated for single queue, single service. Here coming to the multiple M by C, we are going to take capacity demand lambda by available capacity with customers we are taking. C into mu. C means number of customers. Okay. Next, terminology and notations in this queuing theory. First, coming to the state of the system is equal to the number of customers in the system. Here, the state of the system is called as the number of customers in the system. Next, queue length. Queue length means here we are taking the state of the system minus number of customers being served. Number of customers being served. Here, N is equal to number of customers or jobs in the system at time t. Next, Pn of t equal to the probability that at time t there are n customers job. You have to remember these formulas in the system, these simple formulas. Lambda n equal to average arrival intensity. Okay, here equal to dash equal to we are taken arrivals per time unit at n customers jobs in the system. Next, mu n equal to average service intensity for the system when there are n customers per job in it. Next rho, the utilization factor for the service facility. It means the expected fraction of the time that the service facility is being used. These are the notations used in queuing theory. Next, notation for steady state analysis. Here, where n equal to the Pn equal to the probability that there are exactly n customers for job in the system. Okay. If suppose if it is in steady means we are going to take the infinity. Next, L equal to expected number of customers in the system. Next, LQ equal to expected number of customers in the queue. Next, W equal to expected time a customer spends in the system. WQ equal to expected time a customer spends in the queue. Okay, next formulas. Here assume that lambda n equal to lambda and mu n equal to mu. Sometimes they will give lambda n mu n. Here L equal to length lambda into W. LQ equal to sometimes we may get lambda into WQ. Assume that lambda n is dependent on n, like lambda bar equal to epsilon n equal to 0 to infinity Pn into lambda n. Here L equal to lambda bar W, LQ equal to lambda bar WQ. Okay. Next, coming to the first model, that is the m by 1 model. Here assumes the basic queuing process. Here infinity calling population, independence between arrivals. Okay. Next, the arrival process is Poisson's with an expected arrival rate. Okay. Next, the queue configuration is a single queue with possible infinity length, no ranging or bulking. Next, the queue discipline is first in first out. The service mechanism consists of a single server with exponentially distributed service time. Next, mu equal to expected service rate when the service is busy. Okay. Next, here you can see the model. Here service they are providing, and here the arrival rate lambda from one station to another, like that we are going to take. Okay. Here when lambda equal to mu for all values 0 to n. Next, steady state condition rho equal to lambda by mu when we have the customers are single. Okay. Next, P naught equal to 1 minus rho. Next, Pn equal to rho power n into 1 minus rho. Next, P of n is greater than k equal to rho power k. Like that, L we are going to calculate, and LQ, WQ, W we are going to calculate. Okay, next coming to the example. Here we take in the SMS hospital. Here the situation. Patients arrive according to Poisson process with intensity lambda. Okay. Next, the time between the arrivals is exponents e power lambda. Okay. Next, the service time, the doctor's examination and treatment time of patient. These are called as the service time. The doctor's examination and treatment time of the patients. Next, it follows as an exponential distribution. Next, with mean time of 1 by lambda, that is exponential of m, mu we are taken. Next, the SMS can be modeled as an m by c. Here m by c means here multiple services they are providing. Okay, system where c is the number of doctors. Next, coming to the data gathering. Here I taken lambda equal to 2 patients per hour. Next, mu equal to 3 patients per hour. Okay, the service rate is 3 patients per hour. Then arrival rate is 2 patients per hour. Questions here. Should the capacity be increased from 1 to 2 doctors? How are the characteristics of the system? Rho, WQ, W, LQ and L affected by an increase in service capacity. Those we have to calculate. Okay, here. Coming to the summary of results, interpretation. To be in the queue. To be in the waiting room. Okay, some people are in queue or some people are in waiting room. To be in the system. Some people are in service. It means they are in front of doctor. To be in the ER, waiting under the treatment or under the treatment. Okay. Next, characteristics. Rho is equal to, we are going to take arrival rate, service factor 2 by 3 we are taken. C is equal to 1 doctor. If you have 1 doctor case, Next, suppose we are taking the 2 dot means c equal to 2 means simply we are going to 1 by 3 means here lambda by mu we are taking single service 2 patients and doctor is 1 into mu 3, that is equal to 2 by 3 we get. Here coming to this, the patients are 2 by c into mu, that is 2 by 2 into mu 3. So simply we taken 1 by 3 like that. P naught also 1 by 3, 1 by 2. P naught means 1 minus P. So 1 minus 2 by 3, that is equal to 1 by 3. Same here also. Next, 1 minus P naught means 2 by 3, 1 by 2 by 2. Next, P1. Here P1 means we get 2 by 9, 1 by 3. LQ means 4 by 3, 1 by 12. Here these are all formulas. From these formulas we calculated the table. Okay, these values came from these formulas. We calculated from this formula. Okay. Next, generalized Poisson queuing model. In steady state, the following balance equation must hold for every state of n. Okay, here the rate in equal to a rate of out principle. Come in, come out. Okay, we are going to take here how much rate we are the arrival rate and service rate we are going to take here. Okay, and from the main entrance and mean departure. Next, here we are going to take the in addition the probability of the being in one of the states must equal to epsilon I equal to 0 to infinity, Pi is equal to 1. Next, generalized Poisson queuing model. Here at the 0 condition we are going to take initial condition mu1 P1, lambda naught P naught. Okay, next, another case is lambda naught P naught plus mu2 P2 equal to lambda 1 P1 plus mu1 P1. These are the balancing equations. From this we are going to calculate the probability factor P1 P2 Pn. Next, normalization. Here normalization formula is epsilon I equal to 0 to infinity Pi that is equal to P naught probability factor. Here we have taken 1 plus lambda by mu, lambda by mu, like that we are going to take. Next, steady state measures of performance. Here the steady state probability. We are going to calculate P naught equal to 1 minus rho intensity factor. Here Pn equal to rho power n into P naught. Expected number of customers in the system and in the queue. Okay, here assuming C parallel servers we are going to take. Say components of queuing system. Already we discussed arrival process, queue or waiting line, servers, these are the customers, exit. Okay, let's say these are the M by C model. Same we are going to take the formulas. These are the steady state condition we are going to take. Okay. Next, here some formulas, little formulas we use to calculate that model. Same. Here also we have taken the K system. K customers we are going to take with maximum of K. Next, here interpretations we are going to calculate. A waiting room with limited capacity, like that we are going to calculate. At hospital. Same. These are the formulas for calculating the type of models. Next, here a model with limited calling population. M by C by N. Okay. These are also formulas for calculating that. Thank you. Next, coming to the examples. Now I am going to explain the system by taking the example. Okay, next, coming to the examples. Here we have taken two types of examples. One is multi-server operating characteristics at the help desk as well as single server operating characteristics we are going to take. First, coming to the single server operating characteristics, the help desk. Here we taken one example, that is the computer lab at State University has a help desk to assist students working on computer spreadsheet assignments. The student patiently form a single line in front of the desk to wait for help. Students are served based on the first come first served priority rule. On average of 15 students per hour arrive at the help desk. Student arrivals are best described using a Poisson distribution The help desk server can help a average of 20 students per hour. Next, the service rate being distributed by an exponential distribution. Here we are going to calculate the terms, that is the average utilization of the help desk server, the average number of students in the system, the average number of students waiting in line, the average time a student spends in the system, the average time a student spends waiting in line. Next, the probability of having more than 4 students in the system. Okay, this is our problem. Now coming to the solution. Here first coming to the before beginning the problem, we have to gather the information. That is, we have to take the key points. Here they are given the mean arrival rate and mean service rate. In this case, the mean arrival rate is 15 customers, 15 customers, and the consultant can serve 20 customers per day. This is the mu where we have. Now coming to the solution, first average utilization. We are going to calculate the average utilization by taking the formula is equal to lambda by mu. Here they are given lambda value is 50 and mu is 20. From this we get 0.75 or 75% of service average utilization we get. Next, average number of students in the system. Here the average number of students in the system we are going to calculate L equal to lambda by mu minus lambda. Here lambda means already given 50 by mu means 20 minus 15. From this we get 3 students. Average number of students in the system. Each student, each system 3 students are there. Okay. Next, average number of students waiting in line. Here we have calculated this average number of students waiting line. That is LQ is equal to rho into L. Here we know the rho value, that is average utilization we know, and L means average number of students in the system we know. From that we are going to calculate average number of students waiting in line. Next, another one, average time a student spent in the system. Here average time of spent in the system we calculated from W equal to 1 by mu minus lambda. Here mu is 20 and lambda is 15. From this we get 0.2 hours or 12 minutes. Okay. Next, average time a student spent in the waiting line, that is WQ equal to rho into W we calculated, and here each student have to wait 9 minutes for service. Next, the probability that there are more than 4 students in the system equals 1 minus the probability that there are 4 or fewer students in the system. At that case we are going to calculate the probability factor P is equal to 1 minus epsilon n equal to 0 to 4. Here we have the 4 students, 4, or sometimes we are going to get more number of students. That's, at that time we are going to take n here, that is rho n. Here we know the rho n. Here 1 minus, we are going to simplify this by taking the P equal to 1 minus rho into rho power n. Okay. From that we are going to, from that we get 0.2374. Here the chance of having more than 4 students in the system. Okay. Next, coming to another example, that is multi-server operating characteristics at the help desk. Here same. Here we have multi-server facility is there. From that we are going to calculate the operating characteristics. Here the Pune State University has decided to increase the number of computer assignments in its curriculum and is concerned about the impact on the help desk. Instead of a single person working at the help desk, the university is considering a plan to have 3 identical service providers. It expects that students will arrive at a rate of 45 per hour according to a Poisson distribution. The service rate for each of the 3 servers is 18 students per hour with exponential service times. Calculate the following operating characteristics of the service system. First one is average utilization of the help desk. Second one is the probability that there are number of students in the system. Third one is the average number of students waiting in line. Then fourth one is the average time a student spends waiting in line. Next, fifth one is the average time student spends in the system. Last one is sixth one, the average number of students in the system. Here everything we are going to calculate here. First one, average utilization. The average utilization we calculated by the formula y equal to lambda by mu. Here lambda by mu into, it is a multi-server, that is S we are going to take. Here lambda is 45 and S means 3 into 18. In our problem they are given. Okay. in our problem they are given. From that here 45 per hour they are given, and the service is 18 students per hour with an exponential service rate they are given. Okay. Next, the probability that there are no students in the system P naught we are going to calculate based on the formula sigma equal to n equal to 0 to s minus 1 lambda by mu power n into n factorial plus lambda by mu power s by s factorial into 1 by 1 minus p whole power minus 1. From this we are going to calculate. Okay. Next, from this we are going to get 0.045. Next, the average number of students waiting line LQ we are going to calculate. Next, the average time is students spent in the waiting line WQ we are going to calculate from this formula. Next, the average time a student spends in the system W equal to we are going to calculate. Next, the average number of students in the system L we are going to calculate. Okay. Here we have to remember these formulas for single server waiting line model or multi server waiting line model. These are the very important formulas for our queuing model. For every case we are going to implement these formulas to calculate the solution. Okay. Thank you.